And one thing I know we need to focus on is our maintenance culture. We use things, we tend to not maintain some of our facilities, and it shows in some of the government properties. The hospitals are not properly maintained. We've seen reports of hospitals doing surgeries with candle lights when they don't have a generator, or the generator is not functioning, or they're not able to fuel the generator in a timely manner. So we're risking people's lives. There's this saying that, Nigeria is happening to somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone runs into any problem, they say Nigeria has happened to him or her. So we need to make sure we're avoiding all these unnecessary situations that jeopardizes the lives of the citizenry. The roads are bad. The vehicles on the roads, especially the trucks, they're in bad condition, and they put the lives of the people on the road at risk. We've seen reports of oil tankers crashing, causing fires, and destroying lives and property. This should not be happening in 21st century. We should have perfected our systems. We should have perfected maintaining our infrastructure so that they don't just fall apart and we start looking for money to build new infrastructure. The ones that we have, we don't maintain them very well. That's why they quickly fall apart. And like you said, all the infrastructure that we currently have in place will probably be built during the military regime. So it's important that we find our own path. It is important that we find our own system that will work in favor of the people and not just the favor of the politicians and the people that are ruling us by proxy.
Yes, yes, that is correct. In fact, I like that the maintenance culture about the hospitals doing a surgery with a torchlight or flashlight, and this all boils down to the democracy that we are practicing. That is why all these things can happen. The government actually put out money for these things. The people in charge steals it. And like in some African country, Uganda, I think Somalia, Zambia, Kenya, especially in Zambia, the United States suspended their aid because they've been stealing it. They donate medicine to them, and you know what? Some of the medicines the United States donates to them, they find those medicines, in the pharmacies. Those medicines are not supposed to be for sale, but they find them selling it. And I think that happened again in Nigeria recently, where medications that were donated to Nigeria, and it was clearly written not for sale, and pharmacies were selling them. If Nigeria is practicing a military rule, let's say a military rule, I know nobody wants that. I bet you some of these things will not be happening. If they were practicing maybe communism, like a China system of government, I bet you will not try that because your whole family can pay for it. In North Korea, you dare not try that. Your whole family, your lineage, they will wipe away your whole lineage. I think we can speak of a human right with regards to that, but I think it keeps people on their toes, that there is no room to mess up. Where if you mess up, your lineage, not just you, your lineage will pay for it. So that is the problem we have. In fact, I think it was 5 years ago, I ran into somebody, Nigerian, that said the wife, was in the this thing trying to give birth, and then they asked him to go buy his own fuel to fuel the generator. Did you want to tell me that the government did not budget for that, or the government did not give the hospital the money? They did. I know of somebody, in fact, that was very, very close to that was very, very close to me, was selling government medication, bringing government stuff to sell, and nobody will say anything so long he's giving money to the people above him. Nobody will say anything.